All right, so good morning, everybody. Today is Tech Thursday. So today at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern, I'm going to have a special guest, which you've seen on my channel before. His name is Nihad El Sharif, and he's going to be dialing in from Egypt, and we are going to be talking about codes and standards. An introduction to codes and standards, the fundamentals around codes and standards. If you're interested in understanding what the difference is between a code and a standard, what kinds of codes and standards are out there, how they're enforced, how they're developed, who develops them, how you can engage. All of those good nitbits of information we're going to be talking about today at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So hopefully you can join us if that's of interest to you. Please check out my YouTube channel. ThomasDimitrovich.com or right down the bottom, youtube.com/c/Thomas Dimitrovich. You can also go to my website, ThomasDimitrovich.com. I have my calendar out there, which I have all of my Q&A Fridays lined up. I'm getting more questions now, so that's a good thing. So I'm going through all of those questions and trying to come up with prioritize and try to figure out which ones we're going to cover on this Friday. Most of those I'm going to try to think about before Friday, but some of them might put me on the spot and I haven't put much thought into. But we will do that together. So remember, leverage the chat, leverage the chat, leverage the messaging, and make sure that you can stay engaged. So what else is going on? Just double checking I don't know if I'm streaming or not on YouTube. Dadgummit. I'm going to get out there on YouTube and double check. Sometimes what happens is this, yeah, it is, I'm live. Okay, so, and it says says it's public. So it should be. What are you doing today at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern? There we go. And perfect. It's out there. All right. So another thing, I want to make sure you understand what's going on in the industry. Another very important topic is the International Association of Electrical Inspectors section meetings are going on, and I'll give you the lineup. I'll tell you where you can access them. If you go to iaei.org, this is the website that you'll find. And if you go to education and you scroll down to section meetings, go to education and then section meetings, and you'll see each of the section meetings that are occurring. And the good thing is, the cool thing is, let me make this a little bigger, they're in person. So for example, the Southwestern and Northwestern are doing a combined meeting, and it's at the Nugget Casino Resort out in Sparks, Nevada. It's in August, from August 29th to September 2nd. You can register online. You can download the agenda. Let's take a look at the agenda, and it's a Word document. Let's open that up. Let's take a look at what they're going to be talking about out in Nevada. All right, so we got Sunday is they've got exhibitors. So that's the other cool thing about the section meetings, especially when you're in person. The section meetings will have the manufacturers. Multiple manufacturers will they pay for a booth. They set up, they bring the latest products. They're there. They have some of the smartest individuals sitting behind the booth. You can ask them questions and engage with them, and on code-related items, on new products that they're bringing to the marketplace. There's a reception from 6 to 8 on Sunday. You've got registration, opening ceremonies, and then let's take a look at the technical program. Significant changes to codes impacting electrical installations. They've got a 2020 analysis of changes. 2021 International Building Code, International Registration Code, Fire Code, significant changes impacting electrical installations. That ought to be a good discussion, 3:15 to 5. On day 2, they've got emerging technologies and alternative materials and methods. They got, again, continuing the 2020 code analysis of changes. They've got some networking. They've got interconnected power production sources. That ought to be a good one. Microgrids, Article 712, energy storage systems, resources and activities at SEAC. What else they got on Wednesday? Electrical fundamentals, what you need to know, but we're afraid to ask, and we've all been there. And they've got grounding and bonding, what is being missed. So these section meetings, every one of these will have agendas. You've got the Eastern section meeting, and you can get engaged there as well. They've got a registration link and all of the information associated with the Eastern section. Western section, same thing. You'll take you to their website and you can register for the Western section. They have the meeting, the program, the hotel. Hey, Nihad, looking forward to our program this afternoon as well, buddy. And then they have the Canadian section will be a virtual meeting. Details coming soon. So that's kind of cool. That'll be virtual, so you can attend the virtual section meeting. Hey, Mohammed, good morning. Good morning. And then you have the Southern section. This is going to be in Asheville, North Carolina. That's October 10th to 13th. And you can click on that and get access. And there's 80 days, 4 hours, 6 minutes, and 17 seconds left to get to Asheville, North Carolina, Crown Plaza Tennis and Golf Resort from October 10th to the 13th from Eastern time for this section meeting. And the agenda is up above, so you can take a look at the agenda. Energy codes. Brian Holland's going to be talking about energy codes. We've got Article 706, energy storage systems, 705, interconnected power sources, 517, healthcare, Article 250, grounding and bonding. So what's interesting, and the other thing that you've got to think about in these section meetings is the fact that the topics that are being talked about at a section meeting will help you understand what the big key items are going on in the industry. You know, we're seeing a lot about alternative energy, and whether it be wind, solar, PV, we're seeing a lot of people talking about energy storage systems. Those go hand in hand, right? You're going to harness the energy from the sun, and then if in the evening, when you want to use the sun, that what happened all day, if you don't have an energy storage system where you're storing the energy, that excess energy that you didn't use during the day, you can use that in the evening or when the sun is decided to peek behind a cloud. So energy storage systems, photovoltaic systems, interconnecting those systems with the utility, that's always a point of debate, contention. And, the code tries to do what it can for in the topic of clarity and whatnot with regard to the requirements around that interconnection point. But we all know the way the code operates and how we operate as human beings. Sometimes things aren't as clear to one person as they are to another. So, and we end up into really good heated debates at these section meetings. So the great thing is that we're getting back into the classroom. We're getting back into doing what we do best and interacting with each other, coming off of, COVID hasn't gone away, but, it's, our country is starting to open up. I will remind you, too, that Eaton is doing in-person training. So look, Eaton.com, go to electrical worker training. You get a 10% discount if you use the promo code Eaton Tech Talk, all one word. No pound sign, just Eaton Tech Talk. If you go to Eaton.com/electrical worker training, Mike King and his team are getting out there talking and working with customers, educating and teaching on equipment, on 70E, from 70E, the topics of 70E, National Electrical Code, and even more importantly, a very important aspect of safe work practices is the qualified person and the ability for that person to understand the equipment they're working on. You can't recognize the hazards if you don't know what you're looking at, right? So you just don't know what you don't know. So guys like Mike King and his team at Eaton, Eaton.com/electrical worker training, use that promo code Eaton Tech Talk and you can get a 10% discount. All right. So today's lineup is, again, 5 o'clock p.m. Nihad El Sharif and myself. We are going to be talking about an introduction to codes and standards. So be mindful, set that time aside. Also, go out and check my YouTube channel. Please don't forget, too, to check out the IAEI's YouTube channel. The international office, we're going to be building that YouTube channel. We're going to be putting more educational materials. Next Tuesday at 12 o'clock, IAEI News Live is going to, we're going to spend an hour and we're going to hear from guys like Keith Laughlin and a few others. I can't give you the lineup right now, but in any case, we're going to talk a little bit of grounding and bonding. We're going to talk a little bit about marinas. We're going to talk about the IAEI section meetings, and they stick to 1 hour, and this will be a 1 hour, and I will be monitoring the chat and whatnot. So please, join in with us next week on the IAEI's YouTube channel as well for IAEI News Live. That will be at 12 o'clock Eastern sharp. So we're gonna try to. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that we get a cadence going. So every Tuesday at noon we have some really good individuals. And on the 3rd, on August 3rd, I'm going to have David Humphrey and another individual. We are going to be talking about. Tell you who that is. I just can't. I can't remember anymore. My memory is gone. But we're going to be talking. We're going to start I want to start a series on plan review, and the reason I say that is because it's important that we understand that, plan review is the first place where you can capture any types of issues that are going to come up in your field inspection. So we're going to have Pete Jackson and David Humphrey talking about plan review and the fundamentals of it. What is a plan review? What are they looking for? How our plan reviews might be different from one type of structure to another type of installation. So, yeah, I need the coffee, buddy. So what happens is plan review is an important part of the inspection process. And as engineers, design engineers, installers, whether you're a design build contractor, when you have those single line diagrams and you have all of your drawing sets, you're going to be getting those over, hopefully, to an inspector who's going to walk through, look at how you sized your conductors, look at how you are laying out your power distribution system with an eye on the National Electrical Code, and tell you what you may need to address before the field evaluation, because we all know once you get it installed, once that hardware hits the wall, once you start pulling cables and you bend conduit, fixing a problem in the field can get expensive. The more you do on paper, the better off you are. So what we're going to be doing on IAEI News Live is taking a look at the plan review and put an emphasis on that and talk about the general requirements. That's what Pete Jackson and David Humphrey and I are going to be talking about on the 3rd, August 3rd. And then moving forward, peppered throughout the year, and the rest of this year and next year, we're going to be bringing to the table things you need to be thinking about when you are designing, say, a healthcare application. What are the plan review items that people look at? A commercial building, a strip mall. You're doing a Burger King or a McDonald's or one of the fast food type of restaurants. What are the things? Car washing stations. What are the things that plan reviewers look for? What are they going to get you on? And then the more you know about that up front, better off you're going to be in your field inspection. So that's the lineup for today. I'm looking forward to a good hour with Nihad El Sharif at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, you will be able to join us, and we're gonna talk electrical safety. So that's what it's all about, saving lives. So we will be doing that today at 5 o'clock p.m. Remember, send me your questions. Go out to my website, thomasdimitrovich.com, and you'll find my contact information there, or shoot me an email at tdimitrovich@gmail.com, thomasadmitrovich@eaton.com. There's a lot of different ways to get a hold of me. And that's pretty much the lineup for today. I just want to let everybody know that's what's going to happen. And hopefully I will see you all. And I know I'm going to see Nihad, and you're going to see Nihad El Sharif live from Egypt, from Cairo, at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So thanks, stay safe, and remember, please stay healthy. And we will see you at 5 o'clock p.m. today. Go get your coffee. Please go get your coffee, right, Mohammed? All right, everybody. I'm going to sign off. Got to get to work. Thanks for joining us.